Using the max and min functions. So far, we've learned how to use the sum and count functions. There are several other functions like this, which are known as aggregate functions. Two of them we'll look at now in this lesson. They allow us to find the highest and lowest value in a range of values. They are max and min. The max function finds the highest or maximum value. The min function finds the lowest or minimum value. They work in the same way as sum and count, but they can be used with text, number, and date values. They can also be used with group by. Let's see some examples of this. So let's say we wanted to find the maximum salary of any employee. We'd write a select query and then the max function. Inside the brackets, we would write salary because that's the maximum value that we wanted to find. Then we have from and then employee. The maximum salary of any employee is $120,000. Now to find the minimum salary, we would change max to min. The minimum is $21,000. Now we can find these both in the same query. We don't have to have two separate queries for these functions, or any of the other functions actually. Let's select the max salary and the min salary. These are shown as two separate columns. Then we have from employee. You can see here that it shows the max salary of $120,000 and the min salary of $21,000. Now, let's use this with a group by clause. How can we find the max and minimum salary per department? First, we write select and then department ID. And then the max of the salary. From employee, group by, department ID. This shows the maximum salary for each department. We can then write a similar query, so we'll copy and paste this one, but replace max with min. Select the department ID, the minimum salary for each employee. From the employee table, group by department ID. This shows the minimum salary for each department. We can also use the max and min functions on dates. How can we find the earliest hire date? We use the min function on the hire date column. With dates, min will give you the earliest value, and max will give you the latest. Let's select min, hire date from employee. This will give us the earliest hire date, which is 3rd of Jan 2010. How about the most recent hire? We will change this to max and run the query, which is 24th of Jan 2017. We can also use the max function and min function on string values. It can be used to find values in alphabetical order, or if you're working with values that contain letters and numbers, such as registration plates on cars. Let's find the min of the last name value in the employee table. Let's run this function. You can see it returns Adams, which is the first value if the values were listed in alphabetical order. If we change this to max, we'll see the value of Woods, which is the last name if the values were sorted in alphabetical order. So that's how you can use the max and min functions to find the highest and lowest values. Next, we'll look at the last aggregate function we'll cover in this course, and that's how to find the average value.